In case you forgot, basketball is a night sport. So I don't know what we're doing here, but we're here. Welcome in to the PHNX Suns pregame show, where the Phoenix Suns are set to take on the Philadelphia 76ers here in about 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. I'm upset.
I hate to break it to you, but tomorrow's an afternoon 1 p.m. start too.
Listen, I'll take afternoon, but mornings, outrageous. Outrageous.
Screw you, schedule maker.
I'm not doing great. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm sure the chat is going to be brimming with positivity and optimism today, so I'm excited for that. It's going to be a good day.
Yeah, I went into like a time machine. I feel like I'm in like high school, getting ready for my 10 a.m. AAU game or something like that.
It's awful.
This is very weird for me. I have not adjusted. Watching Suns basketball at 10 a.m. has never, ever, ever happened in my 44 years on Earth. So this is a first, guys. Let's get
it. To be fair, it's 1 p.m. for your mind, since it's still on Jersey time, right?
Yeah, so. I don't know.
Have you adjusted?
I think the 3 months have adjusted, and now I'm like my body's in shock right now. But.
You guys. I'm always in here this time of the morning, so I don't know what any of you are talking about. I work banker's hours and then the post-game shows, so I'm here.
Do they let you leave? It's a Saturday.
No, I never actually leave. I sleep on that couch over there.
Take your pillow up.
It's like me in the Transformation Center. You're stuck here.
Yes.
Well, listen, it's sad that we're awake this early on a Saturday, but it's also sad because Devin's not going to be playing tonight's game or today's game, this afternoon's game, whatever you want to call it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Devin is officially out with that left ankle soreness. Bradley Beal is out as well, and Damian Lee is still out. Nick Batum on the Sixers side is also out for this one.
You ready for woo? Breaking news.
Oh boy.
It's not Devin Booker being out. We got the starting lineup.
Yay.
And there's a surprise in it.
He did mix it up.
But it ain't the surprise I thought it was going to
be.
KBD.
We got Grayson Allen, Eric Gordon, Keita Bates-Diop, Kevin Durant, and Yusuf Nurkic.
Yeah.
Oh, KBD.
Guy goes from not in the rotation to starting. That's quite impressive.
How do you guys feel about it?
I like it. I can live with it.
I'm surprised.
Saul, cut it out, man. Please. Too early for this, man.
I'm surprised that you take out a Kogi and you go KBD, but you put Eric Gordon in that starting lineup as well.
They need ball handling like they do. And Goodwin, I love Goodwin's playmaking and his defense, but like he has not been good with handling the ball this year. He's been committing a lot of turnovers, a lot of travels.
Yeah.
And his shot selection has been rough. Not just selection, but like efficiency as well. He hasn't been good in that regard. Obviously, it's early, 5 games, whatever. But I think they need him coming off the bench still. I kind of like the KBD thing just because you need a little bit of length against the Sixers team that has, Embiid, that has Tobias Harris, some big bodies like that. And he played really well the other night off the bench. He had 13 off the bench and looked better than we saw for sure in preseason. Yeah. So maybe this is a turning point for him early on.
I also think, with the quick news on Book, I think you kind of ride the hot hand in a game like this. Mm-hmm. He can't, like you said, he came off a really good game. Mm-hmm. And so I'm okay with the move as far as a basketball perspective, but psychological too. I mean, if you want that guy to get going, this is a nice way to kind of do it.
Yeah.
Throw him in the starting lineup and give him an opportunity to really shine. And who knows if he can help us pull out this game, maybe it paves the way for a bigger role for him. So this is a nice opportunity for Kate. I'm happy for him.
I'm glad KBD's starting. What happens here though, and Gerald, we talked about this a lot in in the preseason and in the off season is if you start KBD and obviously Eric Gordon, now Grayson Allen in that starting lineup as well, and you have Okogie and Goodwin together, where's your offense in the second unit? That's going to be a challenge. Luckily, you look at the 76ers, they don't have the greatest second unit either, but I feel like you're going to have to win every minute that Embiid isn't on the floor, and I think that got a lot tougher with the lineup that you're going with right now.
I mean, it did, but like honestly, this team has been really rough when Kevin Durant has sat, no matter what.
True.
So you might as well load the starting lineup, try something different. Like we keep saying, like everybody talks about how fun it is that a coach wants to experiment, but as soon as he starts to experiment, it's like, why is he doing that? Why isn't that working? That's the whole point of this. And in a game where Booker and Beal are still out, you might as well try something different. So I'm cool with it. It might not work. Philly's a good team. Like they're a damn good team. This would have been a tough game if Book was playing in this game, but let's throw some shit at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah. There's a lot of people in the chat are talking about how they kind of feel bad for KD and that KD's the only one who's really putting in the work and things of that nature. And I do feel bad for KD because I feel bad for everybody on that team, including the guys who are injured. It sucks. Absolutely. I feel bad for us too. But I don't think it has anything to do with any of the guys who aren't playing not wanting to put in the work. As far as Devin goes, though, obviously there's question marks around what's going on because he did come back on Thursday. He played. Now he's got some soreness. But I think that's kind of to be expected.
Yeah.
Like when you come back from injury, you have to test and see how your body reacts to that level of strain that you're putting on it. And then it's also a back-to-back. So typically, if somebody is injured, you'll see them only play one night of the back-to-back. Tomorrow we're in Detroit. He loves playing in Detroit. It kind of makes sense. I get that Philly is a little bit of the tougher competition, but if he is a little bit sore from Thursday night, it makes sense why they would have him out.
Yeah, and tougher competition, but you look at Detroit, it's Monty. It's his hometown.
Yeah.
It's freaking Matt Ishbia's hometown. Like, it does not surprise me if you're going to play one of the two that it would be Detroit rather than Philly.
Listen, I can confirm Book's playing tomorrow. He's playing tomorrow. Don't put it in the chat. He's just resting today, sore, little soreness, long flight, 36 minutes the other night. But he will play tomorrow. And so we'll try to get through this one. I don't know, like Lens, I agree with you. I don't know that I feel sorry for anybody that's playing professional basketball.
I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
From that perspective, totally.
No,
I just feel
but I know
sorry
what you
because I
meant.
know that they're all itching to be out there together. Like, I know internally they're
of course
kicking and punching at the wall because they want to play.
Yeah. And I didn't mean that as a shot. I mean, I'm just trying to get into my point. Like, I don't feel sorry for them. I don't think that's the word I would use. I am a little worried about KD being out there by himself so much and logging all these minutes. That's my concern. And so, yeah, I think we're gonna know right away. I tell you this, my feeling on this basketball game is we're gonna know if this game is going to be a game within the first 6 minutes. If the Suns come out in the first 6 minutes and are competing and can get a little rhythm, I think we got ourselves a basketball game. But if they come out flat like the other night, KD might be sitting quicker than people think.
Well, and this is a tough matchup, like I said, even if Book had been out there, because the Sixers, like, they are really good at getting the free throw line. They're third in free throw attempts. The Suns are 29th in turnovers right now, which has continued to be a problem, and the Sixers are 5th in steals and 7th in points off turnovers. So this is a team that is well situated to capitalize on that particular issue with this team, especially with Book not being out there. We saw in the couple of games where he's sat and Beal's been out, the turnovers have been high. The ball security for KD hasn't been where it needs to be. Like, this is a good team. They're 3rd in offensive rating. I think they're top 7 in defensive rating. They're good on both ends. Tyrese Maxey has been a problem. Joel Embiid is a tough matchup for anyone. So Nurk has his work cut out for him today. Like, it's tough.
Nurk can't get played off the court tonight.
Right.
I mean, you can't afford to do that. And if you do, you're going to have to reach deep. You're going to have to play Eubanks a lot. You're going to have to play Metu. You're going to have to get creative because Obviously, Embiid's really good. It's not a secret.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. And you were talking about Philly forcing turnovers. They forced 19 the other night against Toronto. The Suns are averaging 17.4 a game. They got to clean that up. And you mentioned Maxey. He's shooting 91% on catch and shoot threes. So you can't play the kind of defense you played the other night because we saw the Spurs take advantage of not getting up close on guys, at the arc. If you give Maxey any room, you're screwed today. So you really got to pull it together. And they're 12-20 over the last 2 years without Devin Booker. So you're up against it anyways. So
yeah. I would love to see Metu tonight. I really would. Not so much against Embiid, but when they switch up lineups and Embiid's off the court, I wouldn't mind seeing Metu in there. And I'm always intrigued by when you have a superstar who gets a late scratch like this. You know, how many times have we seen it, right? Late scratch for their superstar, and then we kind of take a deep breath and take them lightly, and they get punched in the mouth. So this is starting to line up like one of those games where Philly may be like, oh, no Book, no Beal, no problem. And these other guys come out here and punch him in the mouth. So I'm intrigued. This is gonna be a good game, but I would love to see Metu in there in a role similar to how we saw KBD kind of have his little breakout. I think Metu can get some burn today.
At the very least, for today's game, all I'm requesting is some competition.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all I'm requesting at this point from the Suns.
We got a question in the chat. Why are we load managing Booker when he was playing 2 nights ago? It's not load management. We've explained it already. Like, it's a 36-hour turnaround. He played 35 minutes in his first game back from the ankle thing after not playing for over a week.
Yeah.
It's cross-country flight. Like, there's a lot of factors in play.
Back-to-back.
And Frank Vogel, like, also had this to say before the game about, why Booker was going to miss this.
Is this strictly a precautionary thing after a short turnaround flight?
Soreness in the ankle and a quick turnaround. I mean, this tip-off is 36 hours from when the game ended the other day, so it's a lot like a back-to-back, and he is coming off that ankle injury and with soreness, so he's going to be out today.
You looking to play him tomorrow on the back-to-back?
Hopefully, we'll see how it's feeling now.
So, like Flex already confirmed, he's going to play tomorrow. Frank Vogel saying hopefully. He's going to play tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. Like, going into a back-to-back that a guy would miss one game, it would make more sense to miss this one because of the quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they flew out yesterday, middle of the day. Like, this isn't. There's a lot of factors to this. If you've had a swollen or a sprained ankle before, if you do activity, it gets sore again. Like, this isn't load management. People need to understand when you're actually injured, it isn't load management. It's actually injury management, which you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take precautions on that kind of stuff.
Long flights cause a little inflammation sometimes on the joint, so you just take it easy. And I will say this, guys, I'm feeling good about this team's getting together. They're getting closer. And what I mean by that is as far as becoming a whole, Devin came back. He'll miss today. Of the 3 games, if there's a game that you want him to miss, is tonight, because Detroit should be a winnable game. Chicago should be a winnable game. And then you come back home for the LA playing tournament. And I've got, good information that Brad is getting very close, and I would not be shocked if Brad plays on Wednesday. Okay. So with that being said, ease up today and know that when you start tomorrow's game, you have a chance to rack off a couple in a row with potentially Brad and the big 3 getting all back together before we come back home. And so don't mess with that. Don't run the risk of throwing Book out there, maybe a little sore, and then you have another setback, and now we're back to this nonsense. So everybody chill out.
Some of y'all are down bad in the chat. Like, I thought I was down today with his 9:30 in the morning start. Y'all on a whole nother level. Like, my goodness, take a deep breath.
It's been so negative the last few weeks.
It's actually gotta stop.
Grab your favorite snack or something. I don't know.
German's down so bad he thinks I'm.
Oh no,
that's Espo.
I'm Espo. Nice to see you, man.
That's Gerald.
No load management. All right.
I'm confused by the thinking around, well, he played Thursday, so why couldn't he play today? Like, I wasn't tired Thursday. I'm tired today. Like, I could have not been sick on Thursday and then been sick today.
Yeah.
Like, my ankle could have not hurt on Thursday and it could hurt today. Like, it's 2 days later. And like we said, when you come back from injury, you push your body to a whole nother level because nothing is like playing actual games. Like, you have to see how your body responds to that. It's normal.
It's
normal.
You nailed it. I love that you said that. Like, we should record that and like loop it throughout the year.
Y'all got me worked
to
up
remind
at
people how this
morning.
business works. We should. This should be like a Lindsay clip, a reminder. This is how it works, guys. Today is Saturday. That means it is not Friday and it's not Thursday. So things can change in 24 hours. And so relax, guys.
Also, it's November 4th.
Correct.
What the fuck are we doing here?
Loop that one too, Eric.
Holy shit.
Damn.
The Suns started 8-8 the year they went to the finals. They were 1-3 the year they won 64 games. Like, if you want to be concerned that like Beal isn't going to stay healthy or that the big three can't stay healthy, that's fine. That's your prerogative. But like, at the same time, the season is not over. And the fact that they've started the season 2-3, possibly 2-4 today is not the end of the world. Right. Nobody remembers November basketball.
Okay, can I hold real quick?
Go ahead.
I'm going to forget this. I'm sorry, Espo.
No, go ahead.
Anybody remember who the best team in basketball was last year at this time?
It was the Utah Jazz.
No.
Well, they were one of them. Yeah.
Close.
The
Pelicans. Yeah. They were the hot thing. Oh, my God. They didn't even make the damn plan. Like, come on, guys.
Well, honestly, everybody's like, oh, all we care about is the playoffs. If November, December, and January were everything in this league, the Phoenix Suns would have more banners than the fucking Boston Celtics. But you know how many we have? 0. Because this doesn't matter yet. And I don't know how I'm that amped up this early in the morning, but I'm going to go take a nap now.
I know. I'm so tired. All right. Well, we have a couple of super chats that we'll read here real quick. Libertarian Sasquatch sent us one, said, "It's game 6. The season is practically over."
We're
very
doomed.
true.
Oh, no.
We're doomed.
Leo said, "Calm down, everyone. We're going to be fine. Have a coffee with a concha."
I like that.
Agreed.
There we go, Leo.
Agreed.
Leo, my guy.
I had some of those last night. They're so good.
Leo gets it.
Adrian sent us one, said, "Sad Booker is out, but lit about some Suns Saturday basketball."
There we go.
I like that.
Same.
Glad one of us is. I fizzled out this early in the morning.
I know, right? So much energy so early in the morning. Frank sent us one, said, "I'm expecting a well-oiled machine from the Suns today." Fingers crossed, Frank. I hope
Is that
you're right.
Frank Vogel?
Gonna be scrappy as hell.
Yeah, scrappy as hell,
Scrappy.
baby. Well-oiled machine.
He's in chats, using all his burners. Don't worry, Suns fans. It's good. We good.
We got Frank Vogel in the chat, man. That's crazy.
All right. What are we wearing tonight, Espo?
We are wearing, the whites. I don't mind them with the burst, but I truly hate whatever the abomination that Philly is wearing. The City Edition, the City of Brotherly Love. There's too much shit going on this uniform.
Look,
I would kick their ass just because it's that ugly.
Like 75% of the City Editions are real bad. Like they're
Thank
just
goodness ours are
unimaginative. Ours
Yeah.
are really good.
Ours are great.
I think we have the best one
Yes.
in the league for sure.
That's the jersey that Bryce Harper walked in wearing when the D-backs kicked their ass in Philly. So maybe that's a good sign.
Okay. I like that. Yeah, I think we have the best uniform, and honestly, I think we have the best court. That purple court is
The
gonna
City
be
or
beautiful.
the mid-season?
the in-season tournament
Okay.
court. Oh, fantastic.
That's going to be so interesting. Like, I'm on board with these courts, but I was watching some highlights from last night, and it just looks so crazy.
The Indy court was awful.
Like, it's going to be interesting
like
to
college
kind of get
basketball.
used to that,
Yeah.
but I'm still down for it. I love it.
I love it too.
I love
I'm
it.
not gonna lie. Come on, y'all watch Boise State play football on a blue turf
Yeah,
field.
they
It's
think
not
this-
that different.
Right.
They think the Smurf turf is like the greatest thing ever, and then
Right.
basketball tries. What the hell are we doing here?
No, I
we
love
can't
it.
do this.
Is it Oregon that has like a crazy, like with all the
basketball
tree
stuff,
things
yeah.
going on?
Yeah, if you
Like,
watch an Oregon
so that
game,
one's
it's-
a little bit wild to me.
Yeah,
'Cause
but-
it's a lot.
Yeah.
But
very
it's brown.
cluttery.
That's the problem. It's all shades of brown. Like, I don't get that.
You got leaves all over the court. Like it's kind of that one's crazy. But yeah, if you can live with that, this is fantastic. It's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. I don't pay attention to a lot of this stuff until 20 games. And I'm sorry, we're going off the topic a little bit, but
Right.
I'm a big you are who you are after 20 games in the NBA.
Mhm.
I don't get caught up in the 4 or 5 game thing. I also believe that this is the hardest time of year to play basketball, guys. And that's because the bad teams don't know they're bad yet.
Right.
I'm serious.
Everybody's optimistic.
Everybody thinks they're good. And 20 games in, they start to realize, man, we suck.
We can only hope that the good teams don't realize they're good right now either.
Right. So yeah, it doesn't bother me. I whatever this is, just get out of it healthy. And 20 games into the season, I'll give you a true evaluation of what I think the Phoenix Suns are. Mm-hmm. But I don't think I can go that far. A couple games in, but let's have a good one today. This morning.
All right, who you guys got and by how much? Who are you taking in this one?
I got the Sixers by 4 in this one.
Heartbreak.
I have no clue. I'm not doing this anymore.
You said you're not doing it
nope,
no more?
that's going to be my pick from now on. It's just a shrug emoji. Get used to it. I don't know. I'm not guessing.
You pulled a Lindsay on that one. I'll
really
give you
did.
that.
I'm riding the fence the rest of the season on this thing.
I have the Suns by 2.
Okay. I like it.
And you've got them by 4?
Yeah, me and Gerald got the same vibe.
Well,
But
we got the same
opposite.
number, but different.
Gerald thinks
different
76ers
team.
are going to win.
Oh!
I was
Give me that stat back.
I was wondering why.
Give it back to me, bro. I did not see that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I love it. I love it, G.
Gerald.
I need that. I just need that sound of you going, oh, we just fire that off from
We're
time to
picking
time.
over here.
Hey!
I did not realize. I didn't even realize we could go against the Suns on the show.
I mean,
That just opened up a whole nother round for me.
We don't work for the team, so yes, you can pick whoever the hell you want.
Okay.
You want to pick a team that's not playing? That's your prerogative, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I'm shrugging here.
All right. I
what
like
do,
it.
What do our friends at the BetMGM Sportsbook app think about tonight's game?
2.5, but I don't know if this moved. It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed,
weird.
but that surprises me
It should've
because
changed,
without
yeah.
Booker, you would think it would have changed. But maybe they're asleep this early in the morning too. They're
Or
like,
maybe they also knew a little bit earlier that Book wasn't playing.
nah, I think they just went, it's a 10 o'clock game. All right.
Yeah, let's just call it a day. All right, guys. What are we betting on in tonight's game? Today's game.
Tonight's game.
Whatever.
10
You know what I mean?
This game.
In this game.
Man, I don't even know what I bet because my thing got all mixed up. What do I got there? I got KD to drop 20. I got the Suns to win money line, and I got the total under to
No, over.
over 220 and a half.
219 and a half.
Yo, you
Yeah,
guys got fantastic vision.
That might be the toughest one is
Wow.
over 219 and a half.
Yeah.
Espo, what you got?
Well, I couldn't do shrug emoji. They don't have odds for that. So I went Suns to win plus 155. So
Okay.
I may have locked that in too early. It may be much higher now.
It might be. What about Saul? What's he betting on into this one? You guys have to read it.
Suns by 4.5 or Suns plus 4.5. Player PAR Grayson Allen 16 plus, and the over at 20 or 221 and a half. So again, I think that over might be the toughest part. And hello in the chat has sadness by minus 100. So.
I went with the OG one I took at the beginning of the season. The first field goal.
Okay.
I love that. I love a first basket. Today I picked Joel Embiid at a plus 400.
You can do that.
Yes.
What do you mean
You
you
can
can
bet
do
on
that?
other teams.
You can bet on whatever you want, my friend.
All right, I'm the rookie. I'm learning the game.
I gotta see what KBD for first bucket is because
that's probably
I would have.
very high.
KBD might be a little bit.
Lindsay, I like that pick.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's an easier one. And
I like
listen,
that
I'm going to be
pick.
honest with you. When the team is not mostly full strength, I hate doing anything a little extra when it comes to my bets. Because I feel like it throws everything off a little bit. You never know who could be that guy for the night.
Yeah.
I don't like it. So I always take an easier way out.
You know, if I were making this pick now, I'd take Grayson Allen first bucket plus 1,400.
Ooh.
KBD's not on the list. You can still take Josh Okogie if you want to lose your money.
Well, there you
There you
go.
go.
If you guys want to get in on the action, make sure you sign up for the BetMGM Sportsbook app and use bonus code PHNX when you do. Because when you use that bonus code, you place your first BetMGM Sportsbook wager through the BetMGM Sportsbook mobile app of at least $10, and you'll receive $200 instantly in additional winnings, regardless of your wager's outcome. So be sure to take advantage of that. Again, that's code PHNX. You can check out the show notes for full details. And now you can listen to Shane talk about the disclaimer.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Colorado, D.C., Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, New Jersey, Nevada, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 New York. Call 1-800-327-5050 Massachusetts. 21 plus to wager. Please gamble responsibly. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP Arizona. 1-800-BETS-OFF Iowa. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help Michigan. 1-800-981-0023 Puerto Rico in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. U.S. promotional offers not available in D.C., New York, or Ontario.
All right, let's look at the leaderboard so far on our bets. We all have had.
Do we have to?
We've all been down bad a little bit the last couple of games. So Saul and Espo are minus 50. I've got $20 to my name, and Flex has 41. So looking for some W's tonight all around.
Put my boy G on the spot. G, who you riding with, man?
The bets? Or who's going to win the whole thing?
He can't bet.
I know. I'm saying of the four that you've seen,
who you like?
there's one fantastic guy on that list.
I was going to say, somebody looks good.
Yeah.
Lindsay looks fine.
Okay.
Espo and Saul have some ground to make
Hey,
up.
I filed for bankruptcy, so I'm back to zero.
But it's okay.
All right?
Like I've been saying about the Suns, it's only game 6. We've got a long season to go. One bet can change everything. So
You're right.
Can I file for bankruptcy in this game? Can
No.
if I can sell like negative 100, can I just be like,
Same Monopoly, bro. Cut it out.
But I will say, I feel like Flex probably has the advantage in this competition.
I mean, yeah.
Thank you, G, man. I love this guy.
I feel like he's
Are you
been
claiming
doing
he's
this
got
for a while.
info that's helping him make these
G,
picks?
I did not say that.
I say that.
Flex literally turned to Gerald and was like, "Hey, isn't there somebody you like in this bet thing, huh? Yeah, you like somebody, don't you?"
Normally, I would make this a thing and like get mad at you, but
Right.
you're not wrong.
My boy,
Flex definitely probably
Stretch
has
Hardy,
that
is that? Yeah. Hey,
Mhm.
Flex needs to suit up and play in Devin Booker's place. Do y'all want real injuries? Like, y'all complaining about little injuries. If y'all get me in there, man, that's out indefinitely after 5 minutes.
Flex hurt his back brushing his teeth.
Yes, I did.
I'm guessing when he bent over in the locker to tie his shoes pregame, he's out for 2 weeks. All right.
No lies detected, bro.
Also, can we talk about? There's like 3 people talking about Kevin Durant being washed in the chat.
Stop.
He's averaging
Yeah.
27 points.
In what
I wish I
universe?
was that
I
washed.
wish I was washed.
If I could be washed like that in my career, I'd be sitting in a much nicer place than this right now. All
Putting up
right.
27, 7, and 4 on 54% shooting.
washed. That sounds like comedy when the way he says it.
I don't get it, man. People like have these narratives going into the season, and the minute they see a shred of evidence that proves them right, they just go the fuck off. Nobody wants to talk about basketball. They just want to be heard. That's all it fucking is. It drives me
I
nuts.
love
Yeah.
Booker and Beal should be in the old folks' home. Kevin Durant's washed. All
What
hell
are
is
we
breaking
The
loose.
Suns are still a positive when he's on the court. It's when he's off that they've been
Right.
rough. I don't know, man.
I like
need-
early morning Gerald.
I don't
man.
know. You guys got me worked up.
I know. I'm so upset that that happened. Like how that's just so rude.
In the words of
It's not
Drake, I'm
even
upset.
10 a.m. Any final thoughts before we go watch this game?
Let's get it dub.
Somebody send coffee, please.
Don't forget to meet us right back here after the game wraps up for a post-game show. And today, you can watch the Suns take on the Sixers on Arizona's Family Sports. If you have not figured out how to watch them or where to watch them on Arizona Family Sports, wherever you live in Arizona, you can visit azfamily.com. Click Suns Games for listing information for your area. It is a great resource to help you find Phoenix Suns games on Arizona Family Sports. And again, if you can't support the Suns courtside, make sure you watch them couchside. Once again, don't forget to join us after this one wraps up. Until then, give the show a follow on Twitter at PHNX_Suns. We'll see you in a little bit. Bye.
We all silly like the mayor.